Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, what is one thing that has always made Sony PlayStation stand out from the other consoles and other markets? It would be its lineup of exclusives. And 2026 has just started. We have our first PlayStation 5 exclusive, and guess what? It's another modern audience piece of garbage. All that and more in today's video. Before we get started, if you could drop a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Without further ado, let's get back to it. Let's hit 500 subs. A while ago, a little game called Code Violet was announced, which was supposed to be the spiritual successor of Dino Crisis. Now, I 100% forgot about this game in its entirety, but apparently it came out and it's not doing so well. What exclusive am I talking about? Well, it's Code Violet, yes. The PS5 exclusive is none other than Code Violet, a third-person action horror game developed and published by Team Kill Media. What drew players to the game when it was originally revealed was its similarities to Dino Crisis, Capcom dinosaur survival horror game. According to reviews, the new release doesn't even come close to being a worthy successor to the PS1 classic. And I'm going to be completely transparent here, guys. I have never actually played the Dino Crisis game, so I do not have a dog in this race. However, I do believe that if you're going to say that something is a spiritual successor, the bar to success is significantly higher, which is why you have to do the best you can to appeal to your market, which is something, for whatever reason, Team Kill has a very difficult time understanding, which we're going to see more of deeper into the video.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Now, the game has been poorly received by critics, but before we get into the review score, let's just take a look at Team Kill Media's, how they feel about their audience. So if you go on their Twitter, this was, or X I should say, this was posted quite some time ago, January 18th of 2025, so it's been about a year since this was posted. And this is what they had to say when people were asking about a PC port of the game. For those asking us about a PC version of Code Violet, the reason we are not bringing it to PC is we do not want anyone modding vulgar versions of the main character as well as other characters in game. We hold our voice actresses and actors with high regard, as well as our artistic vision for the game and story, and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods. Making a joke out of an art and possibly tarnishing the reputation of our voice actresses and actors is not worth the extra money. Boy, oh boy, did that tweet age poorly. And I mean, we can just go through some of the comments real quick. And before we get into the comments, I just want to say I am sick and tired of developers acting like they're holier than thou. It's like, hey man, you put out a game, and then once someone buys the game now belongs to them, and then they can do whatever they want with it. I can go buy 100 discs of PS5 games and then set them on fire if I really want to. That's what it means to purchase something. Now, at the end of the day, if you do not want to have a game be multi-platform, if you want to have a game be an exclusive to generate more hype, or because you're a Sony fanboy or whatever it is, that's okay. But what I don't like is this behavior of preachiness of we're better than you. Have you guys forgotten? You guys are game developers, not activists, and it's time for you guys to start acting that way. But you know what? I am screaming into the void. These developers are never going to actually listen, pay attention, because they work in a toxic positivity environment, which honestly is probably worse than just a regular toxic environment. Because when it's regular toxic, you can at some point wake up, smell the pile of shit next to you, get up and leave. When it's toxic positivity, people just continuously reinforce your bad ideas, making you make bad decisions, and it's eventually going to get to the point where people are going to have to get fired. And I'm not joking, right? People are going to get fired again because developers, for whatever reason, think that they're activists, that they need to be political, that they need to police their audience, and it's just insane to me. So let's just go through a couple of tweets couple of posts, I guess. So PC is also the biggest and most important market in gaming. I hope your game was very cheap because you're losing a lot of money restricting your market. I 100% agree with this. This is one of the dumbest things a developer can do, not putting a game out on PC for your stupid political reasons and your virtue signaling. That's the word I was looking for. And I'll prove to you guys in a moment that all of this is just virtue signaling. They do not mean what they're saying. They are full of bull, and you guys are going to see momentarily. This is an amazing name, Fed Majority. I don't even play on PC and have no interest in mods, but this is an incredibly lame position to take. Your game looked interesting, but I'm not going to support any dev that goes out of their way to scold potential customers. And I think that this is the overwhelming consensus of players. We're tired of having developers tell us how we should and should not feel, what we should and should not like. Have you forgotten the reason you're able to keep the lights on in your home, the reason you're able to have this dream job of being a developer is thanks to your players. You do not have a game if you do not have players. You do not have a job if you don't have buyers. And it's time for developers, not even worldwide, I'd say mostly Western developers, to take the stick out of their ass and realize we don't work for you. We don't need you guys. You need us. And it's time for you guys to start acting and realize that you need us, not the other way around. Ali RX says, that's a very stupid reason to not port it to PC. Oh no, someone is gonna mod the game. Who cares? They bought the game, they can do whatever they want with it. No matter, people will play it on PC eventually. Years from now, there will be a fully playable PS5 emulator. That is also true, and that is gonna be more potential money that you've lost. And here's what's up. I knew nothing about Team Kill Media. This is my second experience, because I did see the trailer for Code Violet back a year ago. Because of this post, I will not be buying this game, and I will not be buying any of their future games. And I know they're going to go, oh, well, you're just one person. I'm not just one person. Because this post by Team Kill Media was viewed 1.6 million times, and now you have multiple YouTubers like Dr. Disaster, Vera Dark, that are talking about this openly, and you're going to have more and more people that are going to see this post, even though it was from a year ago, and who are not going to buy the game, because as the fed up majority says, we are tired of having developers tell us what we should and should not feel. And we're going to finish off with one other post by Housequake. So lump a tiny modding community in with 98% of the rest of PC audience. That's one way to discriminate. Thanks for labeling the vast majority of gaming audience as perverts, mate. I think this act of good you wish. Yeah, I mean, I mod my games constantly on PC, and I have 0 nudity mods on my PC. And you've essentially taken me and everyone else like me, and you've dumped us all into the same category. I have Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation, and I also have it on PC. I got it on PlayStation because I'm a PlayStation kind of guy, and then I got it on PC because I wanted to replay the game and have a completely new, different experience. And essentially what you said is that, hey, I don't want your money, I don't want your time, and I don't want your engagement. Well, guess what? Now you're gonna get my video. The game has been out and we have reviews as well. So not only did they shoot themselves in the foot by not being part of the PC market, they decided to make also a shit game. Straight up, the game is ass because, I mean, IGN themselves have given a 4 out of 10. Do you know how hard you have to work to get out a 4 out of 10? You realize how bad a game has to be a 4 out of 10 on IGN? Because with IGN, basically, everything's a 7, right? Almost everything it's a meme on the internet. It's an IGN 7, which means it's a regular person 5, right? You guys have a 4. I don't remember the last time I saw a 4 on IGN. Push Square 4, IGN Spain 4, 4 News.it, 4.9. Game only, 1.5 out of 5. Which, goddamn, it's a 3 out of 10? Are you serious? And then Game 8 gave a 42 out of 100. It is staggering to me that you guys were able to have IGN do a 4, because anybody can beat an IGN 4. Is generally unfavorable, sitting out of 40. We don't even have player reviews yet, and your game is dead already. It's already dead, and it's the first PlayStation exclusive. It was marketed as a PlayStation exclusive. It was marketed as the spiritual successor to Dino Crisis, and it is sitting at a 4. This is abysmal. I look forward to seeing the post that Team Kill is gonna they're gonna make. Oh, unfortunately, due to misogyny and bad people, we've had to lay off 90% of our staff. Because you know that's what they're gonna do. Instead of taking any accountability, they're gonna blame the players. They're gonna blame you. They're gonna blame you, who has a 40-hour-week job. You gotta go to work. You gotta commute. You gotta sweat your life away for a paycheck that barely covers rent, for you to come home and then get shat on by the people you give your money to. Who in their right mind thinks that this is a good business strategy? This is their last game, Quantum Error, also sitting out of 40. So I guess you guys just love consistency, huh? You guys just enjoy being consistently doo-doo caca, because that's what you guys are. You guys put out a piece of slop, Quantum Error. The first error was putting the game out. And now you guys put out another piece of trash with Code Violet. And on top of that, you have the audacity. I don't know how, after putting out a 40 out of 10, a 4 out of 10, you can then come around and be like, oh, we don't want no gooners playing our game. Bro, you need all the help you can get. You need all the help you can get, because your ship is sinking. And the last lifeboat has left. Now, all of this is egregious, annoying, reprehensible. But this is the worst part. This is the part for me where it's like a slap to the face. We hold our voice actresses and actors with high regards, as well as our artistic vision for the game and story, and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods. Fine. No worries. The character creator. This is just one of the many outfits I've seen. The other ones, I don't really feel like they're YouTube friendly. So you're gonna look at me and tell me we don't want gooner material in our game, and then post shit like this? Huh? Is that what you're saying? Jiggle physics. Jiggle physics in your game. And you're gonna look at me and tell me that you don't want mods sexualizing your female characters and your male characters, when you got jiggle physics, when you got spandex up the ass, and you got straight up lingerie in your game. You're gonna turn around and tell me that you don't want gooner shit in your game. Huh? You know what? I'm here today to tell you this is probably one of the dumbest moves Team Kill could have ever possibly done. And I'm gonna be here when they start firing people. instead of having to let people go because they're making negative money. And that's what I have to say about that. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think this is normal behavior, or has Team Kill lost the plot? Let me know in that comment section. While you're down there, don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe, because it puts a smile on my face. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let's hit 500 subs.